morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here. As you know, it's been a few weeks of taking a break. So I'm happy to see you, happy to have you, and to be back in the saddle talking about settling. So are you settling, right? Because so many of us do in our lives. So we are going to talk about that today. So grab your cup and gather around. All right, let us start with a Coffee with Colby quote. Here we go. When you put pressure on yourself, you're not going to get the answers you're seeking. Answers come in the quiet moments. Answers come when you're willing to be still and ground. When you choose to surrender and release any preconceived notions of what it's supposed to be about. So that's a really good reminder, because a lot of times, especially if you put a sign or symbol out there, right? You say, hey, show me a cardinal. And then if you're not getting that cardinal, you're saying, where's my cardinal? Why haven't I gotten the cardinal? Am I not doing it right? You're putting pressure on yourself, and that makes it more difficult. So whatever it is, it's really about us relaxing and allowing that flow to move in. So, hi everyone. Let's talk about settling. What is settling, right? Because a lot of people may not even know. They say, well, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy. If you feel that you are compromising or living your life in a way that does not feel authentic to you, does not feel fully in alignment, if you're getting that little voice inside that says, there's something more. Now, whether that's a better relationship or a better job or better friends, anything around that, then you are settling, right? So if you're getting that little push, that little feeling, that nudge, hey, there's something more, or could this be better? Or is this the best that there is? So when you're really working from that mind space, then there is something more, okay? So what happens here, you guys, all right, is a lot of times we're programmed to settle. You're programmed to settle in your life. This is good enough. This is the best it's gonna be. Rather than saying, wait a second, I'd rather keep working at it, or I'd rather be alone, or I'd rather look for that job that's fulfilling. So again, let's talk about careers, right? You may have a good paying career and it's steady, but you're not feeling fulfilled, right? Now, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to change your job if all of the other areas in your life really are fulfilling and you are feeling like you're living your life purpose, maybe just in a different area, then you're fine, right? If you go to your job and you say, hey, this isn't my end all be all, but I know it gives me what it is I do want, then that's okay, right? But if you're kind of working at that job and you know there's a different purpose for you, you know you're meant to be doing something else, you can just feel that nudge, but you're afraid for change. You're afraid to go outside your comfort zone. You're afraid to try something new, then that's where you're settling, okay? That's where the settling comes in. Same thing in relationships. So many times I hear, well, I already know them. I know that I'm in a relationship and I know them. I know what to expect. I don't really want to start over. Okay, listen. If your reason for staying in a relationship is only because you don't want to start over, that's not your relationship. You're settling, okay? That relationship, you deserve love, you deserve kindness, you deserve to be inspired, you deserve to be supported, you deserve that partnership. So if you don't have those things, if they're not really meeting your needs, it's so important to say, wait a second, I'm not happy. So you can either work on that relationship to see if it can get there, or have that courage to say, well, I am going to start over. I am going to do something new. We are here to live our lives fully. You're here to live your life fully, abundantly, not to settle. So really, let's go through your life. Where are you settling? What about your health? Do you feel good about your health? Do you feel good about where you are? How about your diet, your exercise? Do you feel good? So it's not about your weight and it's not about where you are. It's, do you feel good? If you feel good, then you're in alignment. If you're not feeling good, then somewhere along the way, there's a settling. How do we get back in there? How do you get there? Okay? And yeah, getting a new career path, a new relationship, new patterns, new habits, working outside of your fear box, right? Moving outside, extending yourself, working hard. A lot of times too, people want change, but they don't realize the energy and effort it takes. There's some hard work when it comes to change, and a lot of people won't do it, right? You want to settle. So that hard work does matter. You have to put in the work. You have to create the change. You got to work outside your fear. You got to figure some things out. So many times people want to do something, but they're not sure of the mechanics. They're not sure of the details, the minutia. You got to learn the minutia. You got to work hard. It's part of it. But when you do, when you get there and when you start living your life in abundance, in alignment, you're going to start to feel fulfilled. You're going to start to feel balanced. You're going to start to feel really, really good. But don't be afraid, all right? Don't be afraid, and it's about listening to your own intuition with this, all right? So I'm not going to do readings and give you advice here. You have to listen to your own advice. What does your intuition tell you? If it's telling you to change your job, if it's telling you to try something new, then do it. Trust your intuition. If it's saying, I really do feel like I'm ready for a new relationship, trust it. Go for it. I'm ready to put myself out there for a relationship. Trust it. Go for it. I really, want you to trust your own intuition. Don't put it in a drawer and put it away because it's the easier place to keep it. Okay? So I want you to sit there and listen to your intuition and say, all right, how do I plan? How do I create and manifest what it is I desire? How do I pull in the abundance I am seeking? Now, abundance could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be inspirational, spiritual. So all of this abundance comes in many, many forms. But you'll know because you feel that flood of excitement, you feel that flood of joy, and there's this unknowing sense of support. So even though you're nervous about that change, there's something about you that's excited too, right? And it's that excitement that we want to follow. It's that excitement that we want to listen to. So you don't want to make rash decisions, right? Unless you know that they're right, unless you're so on target, okay? But this is so important for you to sit there and say, I am worthy of this. I am worthy of this change. I am worthy of this abundance, and I refuse to settle. All right. So a lot of times, we get comfortable. We get really, really comfortable. We get comfortable with where we're living, where we're working, who we are with romantically. We get comfortable in our finances. We get comfortable in our health. And that complacency may not be where you're meant to be. That complacency may be you settling. Only you know. Do you feel inspired, motivated, invigorated? Are you looking forward to start each day? If you're not looking forward to going to work, then there's something here that we have to look at. If you're not looking forward to going home to your partner, there's something there for you to look at. If you're not looking forward to just going home and being in your space, again, that's something for us to look at. So when there is that lack of motivation, inspiration, excitement, joy, we have to really take a solid look, okay? We're really meant to do that. So this is really where we are, okay? It's like saying, hey, wait a second. I want more. I know I can get more. I know I deserve more. I'm worthy of more. Allowing yourself to do it, allowing yourself to take that chance, to take that leap, to go for it. That's really where the goal is here. Each time you move past your comfort zone, okay? Each time you move past that fear box, You're going to get stronger. You're going to get more confident. And each time you accomplish something that was just in the background before, you didn't even know you could do it, then you build that confidence and you start to feel more alive. All right? You start to feel more alive. And again, you get this one chance here, one chance, this one opportunity. Are you wasting it day by day? Are you sleeping in, or are you sleeping too much? Are you not sleeping enough? Are you not outside enough? Where is it that you need to create that change in your life so that you're no longer settling? Being a people pleaser is another one, right? Being a people pleaser may end up making you settle like nobody's business because you're so afraid. You're so afraid of what others are going to think of you, what others are going to say, how they're going to judge you, right? When you start to stand in your power, when you start to say, look, I'm not settling. You may not like me. You may not like what I'm doing, but I'm going to stand in my power. Then you're going to start manifesting what it is you desire. Because then you become in alignment with the universe. They're there for you. All right? They're there for you. So here's what we do. I want you to make a list of what you want to create in your life. What needs to change? Where are you settling? Now, settling also means making excuses. So where are you making excuses? Well, this is okay. This is great for now. This is good enough, right? So if you find yourself creating excuses, that's where I want you to start. Okay, start there and then work backwards. If you're starting with where you're making excuses, that's probably where you're settling first. And then drive it back. Why? You know, just because someone's a good person doesn't mean they're your person. All right? Just because your job pays well doesn't mean it's your life purpose. And is a well-paying job worth your entire life purpose? Now, you can have a well-paying job and you can have a life purpose and they can be separate. So if you want to do that, that's great and allow yourself that opportunity. But if you are missing out on the joys of life and the passion of life and the passion of living and the excitement of the unknown, of pushing your fear envelope, then let's take a minute to say, hey, I still have time. What can I change in my life? How can I change my life? So that's what we are talking about today. No more settling. This Sunday, you guys, with Rometrius, I am doing a morning of spirit messages. So it's on my website. It's on my Facebook. Please grab your ticket. We are going to do live readings. We are very, very excited about it. Next weekend, I'm doing a 2-day workshop on deepening your spirit connection. It's called Deeper Details. I help you get deeper connection to spirit, get those specifics, get that evidence. So that's 2 days. You can register for that as well. And you don't want to miss out on the Colby Rebel Show this Thursday night at 5 p.m. And if this resonated with you, please share. Give it a share. Put it out there, and let's help others stand in their power and not settle. Lots of love to you. Remember to shine your light and shine it bright. Bye, everybody.